So hello my friends, welcome back. So early in the week we watched Oburu address a rally in Kibra. It was so embarrassing. It took me to the time Raila would step on that podium holding the mic, and that sight alone would rile up the crowd. Oh yes, Raila was good. Maybe too good. It's so nostalgic. Conversely, Oburu's speech froze time. It was the longest 5 minutes of my life. To my ears, it was a cacophony, and to the eyes, it was an absolute eyesore. Generally, it was an utter flop, the biggest in the history of politics. My friends, if ODM continues on this trajectory, then it's teetering towards disaster. Just listen in.
Wananchi wa Kibera, hamjambo? ODM okuwena Solomona Solomona haina mkono. Mbona watu wa nyuma huko hawaini mkono? Wale tutawaongezea, mimi nitawapatia shilingi milioni 3.
There's a monologue I gave recently concerning the kind of chair we need for the ODM party. And for the benefit of those who missed that piece, just listen in. Our prince must be able to inspire love from amongst our political adversaries and simultaneously send chills down the spine of our political allies like the president. We want him to be someone President Ruto would think twice before crossing, a schemer just like him. We want the president to look at the mirror and see his reflection in our prince. I don't see requisite qualities in Oburu. Mark my words, my friends. President Ruto is not our friend. Our interests are at a point of confluence. He is our ally. But this will change summarily. Peace. Good news for ODM is that the opposition parties, particularly DCP, much like its coalition partners, are dead. They are so dead they are catching flies. Hence, we must stop navel-gazing and reinvent, if not revamp, the ODM party before the commencement of the next election cycle. So, my friends, what we need as a historic Raila base is a formidable political party, well-oiled, that we can only get through honest conversations. We can't acquiesce to the party top brass who consistently make sporadic miscalculations. In fact, I'd venture to say that all guns that we once aimed at Gachagua must now be trained at the president until such a time that rumors of sabotage die down. Did he just say that, you may ask? Well, damn straight I did. Because no politician stands to benefit from a feeble ODM than President Ruto himself. So here's my true sense. ODM is at a precipice. Egotism and the attempt by malevolent forces to corrupt a section of the party top brass might push it off the cliff. So two primary problems. One, Oburu's lack of charisma is appalling, and above all, his geriatric. But the towering problem, the lingering problem, is the president. Ruto poses a bigger threat to ODM than the entire opposition coalition combined. Believe me. So to assess the level of threat or its origin, always ask yourself, who stands to benefit more from ODM's regression or disintegration? Sounds generic, right? But to answer this question, always follow the incentive, follow the money. It's President Ruto. The opposition doesn't benefit, not at least at a compounded level. My friends, if ODM falls, Ruto stands preferred to inherit the historic Raila bases of Western Coast and Nyanza. The opposition doesn't get anything. Hence, that's where his money is. We can't wait to be reactionary. So why are you saying all this now, you may ask? Are you compromised? Here's the point. It is deeply corrosive to assume that because we ally with the president, now we can't call him out on anything. No. The very framework of the agreement to work with Ruto was based on the concept of quid pro quo. My friends, would you rather we be sitting ducks and lose leverage or be counteractive and void regrets? That we bank on hope as a strategy, hoping on the president's benevolence to grant our wishes? No. We must negotiate from a point of strength. We must earn our keep. The good news is that comparatively, the opposition brand is in the gutter. So far, we've beaten the opposition psyche. The residual hold they still had on our youths is all but gone. Absolutely. We've bruised their ego. The vestiges of confidence they still had left is all but lost. Utterly. My friends, the opposition are carrying the burden of inferiority complex, the exact place we want them to be. Consequently, it's a good time for us to do some house cleaning. A time to hold the president's feet to the fire so as to keep the promises made. On to my next segment. The deranged and obnoxious toilet rat is hemorrhaging support. Yet is making so much noise to distract from his shortcomings you'd think is the best. No, we can see through you. Considering we are not even in an election year, it's so satisfying to watch. So to put his standing into perspective, he's a slew of montages.
Now, still on matters politics, a fallout is simmering at the Democracy for Citizens Party, that is DCP, as leaders start trooping out of the party that is led by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Juja MP John Kemburi is the latest leader after Githunguri MP Gathoni Mushaba to publicly announce his departure from Gachagua's party, citing betrayal and deceitfulness from the party leader. Kemburi, in an interview, accused Gachagua of betraying his ardent foot soldiers who stood by him when he was ousted by the Kenya Kwanza government from his position by embracing their competitors at their respective regions.
Hii chama ya DCP ni chama ambayo tulikuwa tumeiheshimu, tulikuwa tumeiona kama kuna mwelekeo, lakini siku ya leo nataka kuambia Wakenya tujihadhari kwa vyama za utaperi, vyama ambazo zinaundwa na watu wa siasa ambao walitimuliwa kwa serikali. Huyu jamaa amekuja na akatuonyesha ako vitani. Amevaa nguo za kivita. Na mimi nikafika pahali nikasema sitaweza kufuata mtu ambaye ako kwa vita amevalia bulletproof na mimi sina bulletproof, na ndio sababu ukasikia kwa vyombo vya habari akisema ya kwamba mheshimiwa Koimburi hapatikani, sababu mimi siwezi fuata mtu ambaye ako na bulletproof na mimi sina. Mimi siwezi enda vita na Wakenya. Mimi nataka kuunganisha Wakenya, nataka tukae pamoja na Wakenya, nataka tuweke amani katika Jamhuri la Kenya, lakini mambo ya kupiganisha Wakenya hiyo ndio nimekataa.
So Gachagua made a panoply of mistakes. Chief among them was launching his party too early in the game, but secondarily, everybody gets it now. Gachagua is a depraved, dishonest and ugly slob, a scoundrel, a nefariously egotistic individual. He's corrupt to the core. So why is timing so integral to the success of a political party, a new political party in Kenya? Historically, in Kenya, new political parties are launched months into the next elections. The strategy helps create a wave, especially for parties with formidable presidential candidates or aspirants, who then ride on that wave into the ballot. The DCP has already lost the momentum. No wonder it lost to UDA in Mbeere North, its own backyard. And as if that was not bad enough, when polls were conducted on preferred presidential candidates, our own Babu Owino beat Gachagua pants down. That is mind-blowing. My friends, the only tool that Gachagua is left with in his toolkit is to coerce Kikuyu politicians to join his flailing party. Happy Sunday, everyone. Peace. Kindly subscribe.